gonna let this play. Okay, we're recording now for reals. So, welcome to Chapter 3 of Seeds of the Lost, and this is a Dragonbane campaign by me. And here I have Bo, Wander, and Sim with me tonight, and maybe Walter Peck later. And I'm going to.
Now.
Oh, he's here. He's here. I did not see. I apologize. So we will do the introduction for Chapter 3. This is mostly about Aerenduil, a new character to this game so far. And here we go. Just let me know if you can't hear it when it starts. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is there a limit of how many things I can play at once?
There should not be.
That's strange, though. Like, I don't see...
I only see the music is playing and nothing else.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. Like, I don't see a bar underneath it. I see
voiceovers.
Yeah, I see voiceovers is the folder, and then I have introduction.
Chapter 3 introduction was a folder.
So I see the folder appear, the track appear.
Yeah, the track is like, it's weird. Like, it doesn't have. Oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. Still.
Do you have any? Sometimes I'll have a couple letters typed in the search box, so it narrows.
No, it's here. When I play it, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't have like a slider for it. It's like it's not. Like if I click, it's just not playing it.
Do you have it set? So edit it here.
Edit playlist. Okay, so that's
Make sure it's set as like music and not like some other thing.
It's environment, which is what I wanted it to be. Audio playlist channel.
Put it. You already have Sailing and Waves playing in the environment channel.
Yeah.
I think you can only play one
per channel.
Per channel. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me do this then. That might be the case. So let me just do interface.
You know what? That's not correct because I'd run all mine off music, and I mix my
That's just so strange. I tested this the other day and it was working.
Maybe just re-upload it or something.
Yeah, hold on, let me look. Well, fuck. How annoying. Audio source. Let me pull it again.
So this is what happens when you use AI instead of a voice changer.
Well, I just don't want to talk.
Hard to read those intros.
Right.
There we go. Here it comes.
Our groves are dying, stem and root. We must now seek a draught for what ails the earth at our feet.
Oh man, this
no
is
longer
riveting.
Can the Silmarith's cold blessing hold back the
This is
tide of
Iranian
sickness
servers.
from the south.
Oh, here we go.
We may delay no longer. There are many myths and legends of the olden days before even the oldest of us can recall, but passed from father to son of a dozen generations is the tale of a grand place of knowledge. Knowledge that we could only dream. If there is a cure for Caerwyn Ithil, such a place would keep it. Go now, son, and bring this great blessing back to your people. And so Aerenduil left on a quest of great importance, though many whispered it was folly from the start. Aerenduil travelled many miles from his home in Caerwyn Ithil. Luckily, most of it was a slow meander down the New Mander. The river was a new thing, at least to the elves, and Aerenduil himself remembered its birth. A wandering stream that became the largest waterway in all the Stormlands. In Caerwyn Ithil, they still called it Nen Lethe, loosely translated as the thin water in the common tongue of men. The water whale was suited for lazy travel, A slow, poorly equipped cargo ship, the vessel was almost entirely crewed by men. It was ill-suited for this voyage, but it was the first boat Aerenduil could find. The crew seemed trustworthy, and although not eager to make the voyage to the dark water, the coin offered was enough for them to try it regardless of any misgivings. Where the days began easy, when the whale turned west along the dark water, backs stiffened, and the men grew vigilant. As the ship passed the Dark Sisters, 2 towers that had long kept watch on the river, Aerenduil knew their presence was noticed. The elf was sent off to shore with a rowboat. The ship never dared to attempt a docking at the small port in the cove. They had reached their destination at last. Valthariel is an ancient city, originating from the days of Eren Elf Ithil, if the myths are to be believed. Unlike many elven homes, the Drathuriel built structures similar to the other kin of the world. Although much of Valthariel was built in an age before even the elves' long memory, new buildings of wood and stone were erected for dozens of purposes. But the single greatest structure is Vir Dracathir, the Dragon Spire. The Magus of Drathuriel claim it was once used to bind dragons to riders, aiding to magically merge the souls of elf and serpent into one. Aerenduil had no inkling if it were true, but the sight of the huge spire gave him pause. It looked down upon the nearby forest, buildings and waters all. Hundreds of carvings of dragons were etched into its marble exterior. They say every dragon bound by this tower was recounted upon its walls. Aerenduil came here for answers. Answers that his people in Carwyn Ithil could not give, but must seek if they wish their forest home to survive. His people were not well travelled. They largely kept to themselves, even isolating themselves from other elf homes. Only a generation ago did this begin to change. In an arranged marriage, Aerenduil's father, the king, bid his only sister take to husband a revered and powerful Magus of Drathuriel. It was an alliance for times like these. But when Aerenduil arrived, he was unknown to the Drathuriel, and warriors wearing heavy armor of black and long glaives were quick to escort Aerenduil to a secure location for his own good. There he was questioned for days, although he was never treated harshly. Eventually they seemed satisfied, but it did not give Aerenduil the answers he sought. His aunt and uncle had left Drathuriel only months ago. It was not unusual for a Magus of such power and a claim to wander, but to bring his bride along drew speculation among his peers. "He has gone to her Nath to live out his days in peace," one of them said, the disgust in her voice evident. Others were almost hopeful. "He walks in the Darklands, seeking ancient knowledge. Likely he dreams of our draconic brothers who will fly again." Either way, they were not there, and neither was Aerenduil's cousin, Valen. His departure seems far less troublesome to those that Aerenduil encountered, although none would give the exact reasoning of his departure. "Maybe a year now, perhaps 2, time moves slow," one reported. Direct requests for aid were denied. They had heard of these rumors of an ancient trove of knowledge as well, but they had not found it, if they were to be believed. The best they could do is reunite the cousins, who had only met once, and after hundreds of years. Although it was never spoken directly of the nature of their power to do so, Valen's location was located. They call it Floodmere, a town on King's Lake, as men name it. Be well and go now, for your place is not among those that dwell below Vir Dracathir, which may judge you unworthy in time. Begone now, and find a cure for the trees of your people. And so, the water whale pulls into Floodmere's port at last. Valen was here somewhere. With his vast knowledge of these lands, did he dare to hope?
All right, so that's the introduction. Any questions, Wanderer?
No. I may
Okay.
forget bits, but
Yep,
yeah, please remind me if I do.
Yep, most of it was for fluff anyway. Okay, so you are on the boat, the Water Whale, which is a small cargo ship that you had picked up closer to home, and it had sailed quite a long way. If I throw up the map real quick, just to kind of orient you. 1 second. This takes a while to pop in. Come on. Okay. So, you started up here, Cerwyn Ithel. This is where you live. That's up all the way to the north at White Lake.
I don't have visibility.
It should be here. Let me fix that. That should be just one where you don't need. But just 1 sec. I'll make sure. Configure. Oh yeah, that's set. Dumb. Okay. All right. How about now?
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're up here, Cerwyn Ithel. That's where you are from. You caught probably the ship here at Field Hall, and you went all the way down this big river to the Dark Water, which is this little river that connects the two, right down here. And then you sailed over to this cove where Dratheriel is. So this is where Sim is from. This is where your aunt was living. And then they told you he was in Floodmere, so you probably came back out, and you probably went across the sea here a bit, and then back up this river, Sea Bend, and came here to Floodmere. Okay? So that is how you got there. Let me swing back over to... So you've traveled quite a ways to get here. And now that you're here, the captain walks over to you and says, we're here now, obviously. It's good having you aboard. If you're looking for passage elsewhere, we'll be leaving in a few days. Need to try to connect some things here to trade.
Well, thank you, Captain. I hope I will find my cousin here. It has been a long and trying journey, but I'm hoping it is finally at an end. Thank you for your courtesy and for your conveying me this far. It looked like in that pause he was trying to look about the ship surreptitiously and find something to compliment, and he couldn't think of anything, so he kind of just switched.
Yeah, he pulls his pipe out of his mouth and nods. Well, the town isn't very big. If he's here, you'll find him soon enough. I suggest going over to the Slippery Fish. It's a tavern. The biggest one in town.
I see. Thank you. What a colourful name. I will be sure to look there. Thank you so much for your time and for your professional services. I shall be sure to commend your fine ship to any of my friends who wish to travel in this direction. May the stars watch over you on your voyages.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you, and may the stars look over you as well. It's obviously awkward. He doesn't know kind of what to say. So he just repeats what you say. Yeah, so let's swing you over to... I guess probably this one? No. We'll just skip here, that's fine. Guess I'm going to have to activate. I know no one else can see this. I'll fix that in 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah, you start walking through town. There's a few people walking about. It is about midday. It is clear, and so actually, as fairly nice day as days go here in the Stormlands. One of the few without rain or fog or heavy winds. So kind kind of nice. There's a bit of humidity coming off the lake. There are more and more people about, kind of walking outside, doing business, just for that reason, probably because it is such a nice day. You do see, unsurprisingly, a bit of a commotion in front of one building, and there is a picture of a fish on it. And it looks like somebody has painted like little beads of water dripping off that that sign, probably primarily painted that way so people who are illiterate can see and figure out where they're going to go. It is your opinion, probably,
Human.
yeah, that this is the slippery fish, if that is where you're going to go. Otherwise, you do see some people cast some glances towards you, but nothing super long or weird. Probably elves are not the most common thing to see around here, but yeah, nothing like out of the ordinary where they would be, hostile or anything.
Okay, got it. Thank you. So, what's my cousin's name?
Valen is his first name, yeah.
Okay, great. So yeah, Aerenduil walks over, and as he does, he's trying to compose himself. He wishes to be more composed than he has been of late when he meets his cousin. And the reason he's not very composed is he's run into so many delays and complications on the journey. It's not, for an elf, this hasn't been that long a journey. But the fact that it's been frustration after frustration has meant it's felt longer than it should. And he, all the way, whenever there was a setback, he thought of those voices telling him that this was a foolish quest, it was never going to work. What was he even doing? He was an idiot for even trying this. So, yeah, that's made it feel even longer, even more frustrating. But he tries to put all of that out of his head as he heads towards the inn. And he also stops for a moment to try and make himself look more presentable. So I am going to try. Where's the character sheet gone? Yeah. I'd like to try and cast hairstyle.
And that's a trick, right? You can just pay the willpower and go for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tricks are just automatic.
And how much is that? Or
One.
I need to look that up.
One.
Great. Okay.
Once you just click it, it should just deduct it automatically.
Oh, okay. Let me just take that willpower off there. Oh.
Here, I can. It's shift right click. Or control.
Shift right.
Control right click. I got you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to cast hairstyle. Oh yeah, you're right. Spend 1 WP. There we go. So yeah, he casts that, and that's going to give him a bonus to his interactions.
I'm assuming that's a boon. Yes, is that correct?
It gives a boon to bluffing and persuasion. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, how does that look as you cast hairstyle?
Yeah, so he's kind of walking across the square, and as he does, he kind of makes a few gestures and closes his eyes briefly. And then his hair, which didn't look that messy, suddenly just looks immaculate. And there's something about it that just gives him an aura of being very, very together, very settled in himself in a way he doesn't really feel at the moment. But it just gives him an air of kind of calm authority.
Okay. Let's go inside. You walk inside an inn that is fairly busy. You see a few people at the door drinking near the door. There's a woman at the bar drinking by herself. Looks like she's basically brooding. There is a table in the corner of the room. kind of partitioned off from the rest of the building, and you see there's people back there. You can't really recognize them from here. There is a very plump, buxom woman with a enormous derriere that is serving the room, and as you enter, you catch her attention, and she walks in your direction. "Oh, hello, sweets. Care for an ale? Some stew? A loaf of bread? Fresh baked this morning?"
Oh, I'll have a little of the bread, if I may. Thank you. I was wondering if I might ask something.
Well,
And,
you're buying, so sure. What you going to ask?
And I'm just thinking, I've got 2 silver. How much is the bread?
Let's find out. The bread
Looks like
would
it.
be about, we'll say it's about a copper. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give her 3 coppers. And is it 10 coppers to the silver?
Yes.
Okay, so I give her 3 coppers and say, 1 copper for the bread and 2 for if you can help me with a little piece of information. He gives her a bright smile.
Why, thank you. You elves sure are generous.
We like to be to our friends. And he smiles.
Well, I can be your friend,
I-
sweets. Got any more of those coppers?
Sadly not as many as I might wish. I was wondering if you'd seen any others of my kind here, specifically an elf by the name of Valen.
Oh, don't know anybody by the name of Valen, but there is one of you elves about. He's in that room back there. He's been hanging around with a scholarly type, you know, and a fella that doesn't smell so good, and a bald, handsome one, and a skinny, handsome one, you know. But yes, there's one back there. He calls himself Cinderheart. Never heard anyone named Valen.
Would I know that name?
I don't believe so. Mm-mm.
Okay. I'll say, well, perhaps it's not him, but perhaps he would know of my cousin. Back here, you say?
Oh yes, I'll get your bread. They're back there. They're back there.
Thank you. If you could bring it through to here, I'd be very grateful.
Oh, of course. Now, if you go about making some more money around here, just come back to Julia Fatbottom, and there's more than bread, if you know what I'm saying. If you get lonely.
What a kind offer. Thank you so much, said Aerenduil, thinking, nope. But he gives her a bright smile and looks very grateful. That's so kind of you. And then he heads towards the back room.
So in the back room, you have been back from the shoals for 2 days. It was a 2-day trip back on the boats. A very laborious 2 days with no boatsmen, so kind of playing it by ear. Getting back up current, very slow, but you do make it in about 2 days back. And those 2 days, what have you been doing since you've been back? It's 2 days after you got back as well. So what have you been doing in that time? We'll start with Yusin.
Amongst quiet contemplation, apparently.
Yes.
Oh, I was muted still. So as Houston returned with the rest of the group into Floodmere, he kind of looked overhead as the clouds rolled in and thought to himself that he should get a roof over his head and a woman beneath his tired and aching body. And so he went right to the inn and politely declined, perhaps a little bit more gruffly than Edwin just did, Julia's advances, and paid coin for other company for the evening. The next morning, he woke up feeling refreshed and hopped right to and went outside, and it was a clear day. He spent some time roaming the streets and was mistaken for a very young blacksmith's apprentice at one point. A blacksmith tried to hire him, but Yusan declined, saying that I have no skill with such things, although I would like to wield a hammer upon a time. And besides, blacksmithing looks like hard work. I do believe it would interrupt my carousing. And he left the blacksmith shop with a club underneath his hand, a big two-handed club, but no hammer and no job. And so he spent the rest of the time kind of helping out where he can around the inn as a bouncer, and yeah.
Okay. Conrad, how about you?
Conrad had been fairly injured on the fight on the sandbar. When they had finally returned to town, he had spent the first day kind of continuing to mend his wounds, repair his armor, resharpen his sword, and then in private maybe go through a few sword techniques and training after injuring himself during the battle. He talked to, it was Dexter, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes.
He spoke with Dexter in private. Some things he didn't really share with the group, not that any of them really asked, and it spent the remainder of the time with Cinderheart, speaking with him about how he knew something was off and thanking him for his awareness and his abilities in turning the tide of the fight. And that brings him to here, sitting with the group, having a drink or two, and seeing what's going on.
Cinderheart, how about you?
Yeah, Cinderheart, after expelling a lot of himself on the field of battle there, when he first got back, he meditated and rested, building back his nerve and reserve. He's, of course, spent most of his time probably with Dexter and part with Conrad as well. Just as shared interest in not necessarily like the scholarly pursuit of it, but gaining knowledge of what Dexter could share about more artifacts, possibly, or things like that, and of course conversing with Conrad, reminiscing about the battle that just happened. And then, of course, he did spend some time with Jenny as a cold comfort, right? He's not a warm type of guy. So he's, for the loss of her brother, of course, letting her know that, that she could continue on with him wherever he needs to, wherever he leads to. He did not try to carouse with any of the barmaids, especially not Julia, although he's polite with her. But yeah, so after resting and doing all that, he would be sitting with his comrades there, drinking a little bit of ale with the group.
They don't have
observing.
wine. They don't have
right. I mean, wine would be nice, but ale fits because that's what the humans mostly drink that he observes, right? And he's absorbed with them, so he spends a lot of time with people watching as well in the process. But yeah, he's always been trying to pick Dexter's brain. He wants more access to more magic artifacts, and if Dexter can do some of the legwork, he'll gladly go and retrieve stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's so Bastian, has been still recuperating, and he is convalescing in his room. Over the last 2 days, Dexter has paid for your accommodations and food, but he has gathered you here to speak to you about what's next. And he, as you all kind of are gathered around, he says, well, we need to figure out what we'll do next, and if our group will stay together. I know that your contract with me is finished, as the one-eyed whores or whatever, or even my personal contract with Yusin and Cinderheart here. So, I have more leads for things that we could look for. If you are interested in coin in doing so, I know that you may also be interested in some things of your own, and he gives Conrad a short look, and I am happy to help bring these things to bear so long as I get to study whatever we find. So, what say you? Should we join into a longer-term agreement? And he just leaves it open to anyone who wants to respond.
Yeah, Cinderheart will, as he's sitting there, would look at Dexter. Of course, I do like the arrangement we could have. After all, we are share the same mutual interest, and I perhaps would like either coin or perhaps some of the access to some of the artifacts we find. They may prove useful down the road for me. After all, I'm also afraid of them ending up in the wrong hands, if you know what I mean. But I cannot speak for the rest of the group, but perhaps if it is fortuitous, they gold and any type of coin really moves people towards what we need. And he'll look over at Conrad.
I think this is something I can agree to for now. I believe your expertise is well-founded and something that we can mutually benefit from one another over the coming weeks and months. I see no reason to change what's been working so far.
He looks to
saw-
Yusin.
Yeah, Yusan kind of waits until the end as kind of the youngest one there, and he looks down at his empty plate and says, Yusan Stonebreaker will always be in need of coin to fill his belly and other appetites. Yes, I will join you on this journey, for I have no home.
Yes, well, then it is settled. It is good. I must say that I do not currently have much coin to pay you, but in our journeys, obviously, we will find loot and find riches. If it is not an artifact, you are more than welcome to it without me taking more than enough to feed myself and a bed under my back at night, if that is reasonable. And yes, Cinderheart, if we do find an artifact, we could perhaps see that it goes to you and your people if after I'm done studying it.
Yes, of course. And I would be interested to know what you glean from it as well. After all, we are a group of people of multi-talents, and you are one with a scholarly background. So you are the perfect man for it.
Wonderful. Well, if we're all in agreement, I can talk to Bastian later when he's more up for it. But don't die, or he'll want to loot your corpse.
Yes, he has some sticky fingers, that's for sure.
You would think after collecting everyone's belongings at the sandbar, she'd be sated for now, but who knows?
Well, he has a point. The dead don't really need it.
Perhaps. What about Ginny? Has anyone spoken to her? She would be a boon in this operation as well, I think, but I do not know if her heart would be in it.
She spent as much time at the bottom of an ale mug as she had with her head out of it since she's arrived. She looks to be in a dour mood. I dare not approach her.
I have conversed with her. Humans form attachments more easily than I do. but I've offered her her employment with us. After all, she did protect my flank and your hide in that tent.
Oh,
She has
yes.
proved herself worthwhile at the very least. But I do say that she is one that is with her sorrows right now. It might be more anger, but give it time. If I know of anything, time heals a lot. Some of us have more of it than others, but you humans are quite fortuitous. You bounce back from grievous injuries and assaults on the spirit pretty quickly.
Yes, well, we will see. We will see. Hopefully, we can bring her into our adventures. But that makes 5 of us. That is a good number. And as he's kind of looking around, you're a bit surprised as someone walks into your slightly quarantined room. It's basically separated by, a wooden screen. And it's not Julia. Julia does pop back here at times to ask if you want anything, try to convince you to spend coin with her for things that are not available to eat. Or maybe they are, if that's your thing. And instead, it is an elf.
Yeah, so Adrian sort of walks up and seeing that the door's open, rather knocking, he brightly sort of says, "Knock, knock." I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was wondering if anyone has perhaps seen an elf. And then he looks across and sees Cinderheart. Does he recognize him, Tim?
I think so. You guys would probably look almost exactly the same as when you saw each other, unless you are hiding your appearance. But really, I don't see how that would be possible from your just facial features and such.
Okay, and he kind of spots him across the room and just cuts off and then he goes, "Cousin! Cousin, finally! Well met! Well met!" And strides across the room to embrace him.
Yeah, it's in their heart as he's discussing stuff with Dexter and Conrad. Here's his name, and looks up and here's the name cousin. Looks up and sees a elf heading towards him, who he recognizes as his cousin. Excuse me for a second, and he'll stand up and walk over to his kin there and give him an embrace.
"I have been journeying long, cousin. You are a hard man to find. How fare you?"
I feel very well. And yes, I've traveled lots. And I'm surprised you have caught me here. What are you looking for me for? You're a long way from your homeland there.
And even from yours, yes. May we speak somewhere in private?
And he'll kind of look around and, sure, we can. And he'll look, because we're just in a room, right?
Yeah, it's not even a room. It's like a partition of the main tavern, really.
Right. Well, I guess we can go talk outside. There's not a whole lot in this tavern except for bedrooms, and I don't know how much you really want to find a spare bedroom with Julia being around. I don't want to get trapped in there.
She did seem awfully keen to get me in that direction. Yes, thank you. And so we could just head over in the corner, I guess.
Yeah.
And he'll say, when we get slightly clear of the others, he'll say, my purpose in coming here is a sad one. My land, Cerwynitha, is dying. The death has been long in coming, but slowly the salt water poisons the land. And the clear, cold water of the river is not enough to invigorate it. We do not know why the weather has changed, but we are hoping that perhaps it can be changed back. I was sent to seek counsel from your worthy parents, but alas, they're even harder to find than you.
Well, what do you mean? They should be where I left them.
They are not, sadly. That's right, isn't it? They weren't there.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah. They were not there. They had been gone some time and had left no word whence they departed. It was considered by your kinsfolk that, by your countrymen, that it would be easier to find you than them. And you were not easy to find.
I do wonder where they could have gotten off to. I have not heard word from them. Oh, it's been some time. I mean, after I left, I've kind of not even attempted to reach back out behind me. I've been too focused on moving forward with my adventure.
Adventure, you say? Oh, how exciting. Do you know of any who might aid me in my quest?
Yeah, could possibly. We have a scholar with us. His name is Dexter. But I do say that what you speak of sounds like it might be out of our realm of understanding. But perhaps he could provide some knowledge about it. But
I hope so. But even if he can't, I cannot return home empty-handed. There are all too many who pronounce this a fool's quest, that we should simply leave our homeland to die and make our way out into the world. But this world, as I have seen, is unforgiving. I do not see much hope of us finding another home.
I've warned against this. I've warned our people and my people and your people that we need to be more observant with how the humans live and the other kin. It is not a slow world out here no more. It is a fast one. They live and die young, but they have adventures. They have years worth of experience built into that small little life. They are quite fortuitous in their endeavors. Kingdoms come and go, and everything just rebuilds itself. It is wondrous. But alas, our people did not want to embrace them.
Well, our way is not a way of change. Our way is meant to be as eternal and unchanging as the stars above us. But perhaps that is no longer an option.
Perhaps. But I am sad to hear of your land gnome. If there is any way we can help, well, would your people accept the help from these humans?
From humans, I do not know. We are too used to thinking of ourselves as above them, I think. But you say they have grown.
Oh, I have spent, I don't know, close to 100 years or more with the human folk and the other kin. And I must say that, well, even though I've been observing them that long, I never run out of surprises with them. Some are brash, some are reserved, some probably act like us, not willing to embrace the change or anything. But let me tell you, these humans, you put them at the problem, usually they'll come up with a solution and then improve on it and improve on it some more and even tear it down and then rebuild it.
Interesting. So there may be a sage out here among the human lands who could help.
Perhaps. There are groups who are pretty scholarly. They're quite interested in our own backgrounds. They're some that study the elven stuff more than we do, probably. But I'll introduce you. Perhaps Dexter will know more, or perhaps be able to point in a direction we can take.
Thank you, cousin. And which one is Dexter?
And he'll point over to the fellow with the beard there, sitting somewhat close to the Yusan, the smelly behemoth.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes, I'll make the introduction to you, to the group. Actually, we are a haphazard group now, apparently. But
well, I can make myself useful. I have some skill in healing, as you know, well, I still have some skill with nature as well, to a degree uncommon among humans, I believe. He kind of looks, his face is a bit mixed. He looks kind of eager to get something done, but also a little bit uncertain.
As you look at Yusan, you notice this guy's face is like a little more than a teenager. He's probably 19 or 20 years old, if that. But he's just absolutely hulking, like you said. But you see, as you said, I have some skill with healing, and almost like a child, he's like, oh, like that's a load off. And he kind of looks at Cinderheart and Conrad and says, "We will accept this elf into our service and be most gracious to the sky god above. Mountains beneath us. Welcome, elf." And he stands up, and as he stands up, you notice that emanating from under his arm, as he sticks out his arm, is just a musky, horrible odor.
Oh.
And he shakes your hand, but he does look very fit and has very kind, gentle eyes.
He shakes your hand, and how do Yusan's clothes look?
As pictured there, he has this big club kind of leaning against the table. Has some prayer beads around his neck and a loose-fitting toga or tunic on.
I'm just saying, is his clothes in kind of good repair?
No, he's traveled probably farther than you have.
Okay. In that case, he says, if you don't mind, I think I may be of service already. And he casts repair clothes trick on him. So the reason I'm doing that is it doesn't just repair clothes, it actually cleans them. So on the off chance the smell is coming from the clothes,
Can I please get rid of this weakness? Yusan stands up. Mountains below and clouds above. I am clean. What have you done, elf? Now, Julia, she will not leave me alone. Every time she will go past me, her hand will be on my bottom, upon my shoulder. What have you done? I smelled poorly for a reason, elf.
I do apologize. I sought merely to be of use.
Don't let him fool you, cousin. He smelled like that before, Julia.
In here, I thought it was slothfulness instead of some sort of ruse to keep the women at bay.
Yusan's has a deeper mind than one thinks, Conrad. Always thinking.
Dexter
Yes,
looks
you are
up
used,
and
sir.
gives a very doubtful look. Oh, really? Let's not speak of this right now. Excuse me. I am sorry. I did not catch any of what you were talking about. You are Cinderheart's cousin.
I am indeed. My name is Aerenduil, and I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance. You must be Dexter?
Yes, Dexter Wellborn, professor of the University of Cotherlin.
I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance. I would love to spend a little time later discussing a certain matter of some delicacy with you.
We are all one troop here. I see no reason why you could not speak it to all of us. We have just entered into an arrangement once again for mutual benefit, mutual help, aid. Yes, benefit. Yes, that's the word. I'm sorry. It is not. It is not one. It is not usual for a man to sit with two of your kin at one time, let alone one from so far away. I do recognize that you are not one of Cinderheart's kin, but how are you his cousin then? And here's the thing: Ethereal elves all have dark hair, so like really dark hair and dark features. Unlike Aerenduil, I guess you're probably more brown hairish.
Yep. Yeah, it looks quite dark in the picture, but he's actually brown. Yeah. And Aerenduil says, "Well, it's a tale best told over a drink."
Well,
but I feel it's Cinderheart's tale to tell rather than mine. Cinderheart, that is the name you're going by, is it not, Valen?
Ah, yes. No one has called me Valen. It's been a long time.
well,
Would you prefer Cinderheart then?
You could call me whatever. I'll respond. But the others may not know who you're talking to.
well, we do
Yes.
now. Valen.
And he turns towards towards Conrad as the one person he hasn't introduced. It says, as I have said, I am Aerenduil, and you are, sir?
He kind of stands up and extends his hand. He goes, "I am Sir Conrad of Worzen."
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Sir Conrad. And he shakes his hand.
Well met. And I have just recently begun traveling with your cousin here, Cinderheart, but he is quite the reliable one and astute one, and has saved our skins just recently. I hope that you are as accommodating and well-spoken and competent as he is.
I will certainly try to be. If I am to bore you with my tales, then I feel it's the least I could do to get everyone a drink. I hear they serve ale here?
Yes, if you're looking for wine, they won't have it.
Ah, I feared that might be the case. Very well. Ale will suffice. And then he says, well, will everyone partake?
Of
And
course,
then
it'd be
if no
rude
one-
to
no-
say no.
Yeah.
And then
Dexter grunts. He's like, "Yes, I suppose this is quite horrific swill, but when in Rome." He doesn't say that. He says, "Well, when you must."
Well, quite. On the road, I suspect that one takes whatever sustenance one needs to. Miss Julia, might I have a moment of your time, please?
Yeah, she walks back in about that time, and she has your loaf or your bread, half loaf, and hands it to you on a brass platter. Yes, here is your. Sorry, it took so long. I had to take care of something in the back. A new customer. And she
Of course.
Actually, she takes the bread and she rearranges it on the platter with her bare hands, and then hands it to you.
Seasoned.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Aerenduil keeps his smile bright. It just looks slightly more brittle. And he says, "Thank you so much. I'll just put that over there for a moment. Could we perhaps have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ales, please?"
Oh,
Thank you so
5
much.
ales. Yes, that will be. That will be how much money? It will be. That would be 20 coppers.
20 coppers. A little more than I thought. And he kind of reaches into his purse.
Cinderheart would look at him. Do you have enough, cousin?
Well, I think perhaps I'll just buy for the four of you. I'm not particularly thirsty. That will be 16, I think. And he hands that over.
Cinderheart will toss in the extra coppers. Nay, give my cousin the nail as well, and he adds some more. And make sure Jenny gets some food. She's been hitting the bottle, the tankard quite a bit. I do feel that she needs to fill her belly.
Yeah, she's a skinny one.
Aye. And so he'll pay for Edwin. How do you say your name? Edwin?
Eridwin.
Eredwin. Yeah, he'll pay for Eredwin's ale and food for bread and meat for Jenny.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. I will catch up with
Thank
you
you, cousin.
on your tab later. And she turns and goes to get the rest.
And then Cinderheart, you're pretty sure that he just put a solitary copper back in his purse.
Yeah, we're counting coppers in this game.
Yeah, this is forward.
Yeah. You also don't think he's used to counting coppers. He looked a bit shocked.
Neither am I, so there you go. I had to look it up. I had to look up what the price of a tankard was. So yeah, so she takes off. Dexter says, well, sit down and let us talk about what your delicate situation. We're all friends here.
Thank you so much. Well, as I have said, my name is Eredwin. I am Cinderheart's cousin. Cinderheart's so it's his mother, isn't it? That's from
Yes. Mm-hmm.
like yeah. So it's Cinderheart's mother is my mother's sister. She grew up in my land, far to the north, and well, to the west of here, and it was considered an advantageous alliance that she married into the line of Dratheria. And from that most advantageous match, my noble cousin Cinderheart was born. I travelled to his kingdom seeking aid with a most pressing matter. My kingdom is afflicted. The wind has for some time borne salt winds. As the water from we know not where is brought in over our lands and soaks them with salt every time it rains, every time the wind blows. And every year more crops die. Fewer and fewer yield good food. And this has been going on for some time, and my people were for a long time in a state of denial. This is a bad year, we said, will not last. Unusual weather conditions. But that has not proven to be the case, and in fact everything has become worse and worse. Many among my people say that we must leave our lands, but they do not realize how the world has changed. They believe that there are many great forests where elves may find a home. I do not believe the world is this way anymore. I left my home once when I was a child, and I saw it to be a very crowded place by elven standards. I do not think there is another home out there for my people, or at least not one easily found. So I seek a cure for the affliction on my land, and should I not be able to find one, then I will try to find somewhere new for my people to live. So, Master Dexter, I hear you are a scholar of some repute. Can you think of anything that might aid me in either quest?
Well, that is quite a quest, but I do know of places where there are vast knowledge. I could not say I know of anything that I have heard of that could heal these lands, but I do not know everything. I know of two places of great knowledge. One is far away, and the edge of my lands to the west. It is called the Cathedral. It is over the great mountains that separate these lands from ours, humans. We have only come to these lands in the last several hundred years, as I'm sure you know. The cathedral has many places, a scriptorium of quite great renown. If there is something that can be done, it is possible it is there. And then, of course, there is one that is much closer, but perhaps much more perilous. I think that each of you know of TOR, and anybody, maybe Conrad doesn't know, but definitely definitely anyone from east of those mountains that he just spoke of would know of TOR. So TOR is I'm going to switch over to the map again. So it is an Uthal Ungol, which you briefly experienced on your way down to the shoals. It is smack dab in the middle of Uthal Ungol. So it is here. It is basically the Wizard's Tower is what else it is called. And it is supposedly extremely ancient. Was there well before Uthal Ungol became this horrific place of beastmen and corrupted orcs and others. And it is said that there is a wizard who lives there that is all-knowing. So it is possible that if this is true, that he would know what to do. However, it would be considered likely suicide to try to go there, at least in your current state with the 5 of you. There is a rumor that the overlord of Uthal Ungol, which is called Nightwing, a supposed vampire, sent thousands of his troop to claim TOR and capture the wizard and gain all the knowledge there, and all of them were killed to the last by some magical forces that protected the tower. So that's what you know about TOR. Just to swing over, I don't have it built, but if you come over here to the west, the cathedral and its scriptorium would be probably way over here, somewhere west of High Mount. And there would be a north-south mountain range that you would have to cross to get there, and that is generally the area that Dexter is from. That would be a journey of many months to get there. Now, you could take a shortcut and go across the sea, but it's also very perilous, as Conrad found out on his way here. So that's what he indicates that he possibly could assume might have that information. He does not know of anything offhand, but he does actually follow with, but one of my only goal here in the Stormlands is to research your ancient people. I believe they're called the Lost. That is what we call them. I do not know what you call them necessarily. And find artifacts from this great civilization of elves, which is no longer is here. So perhaps in our journey to find these things, we will find something that helps you. I cannot say what that might be, but we will constantly be looking for these things, and So perhaps we will get lucky. But if you ask me, I think that even though it would be a very arduous journey to the west, it is possible that you could find what you seek in the scriptorium, although someone would need to convince the priests there to allow us access to their great knowledge. But that is something that we could deal with when we got there, but this is quite a journey, as I said.
See, thank you. Well, it appears I have little choice. Either I accompany you on your journey, or I must risk almost certain death, or a very, very long journey with very little chance of success at the end of it. I believe that accompanying you will be my best option, and perhaps we will find, if we do not find any information, then perhaps we will learn enough that we will grow in strength and might attempt the approach to Tarathan after all.
Perhaps.
He doesn't look hugely hopeful.
Yeah, he neither does Dexter. He just, yes, well, maybe. But if we head further enough west, maybe we could simply make our way in that direction as we search for artifacts. And if we get far enough, then, well, we can visit my homeland and the cathedral there. Perhaps, if that is what anyone would like to do. I suppose it was where our clues will take us. But it is possible that we could generally begin moving to the west. There is much land to see, and I believe Conrad has business in that direction as well, at the Citadel.
Eredwin will look across at Conrad.
I'm in agreement.
Very well then. Then I'll be glad to join you if you'll have me.
The more the merrier, and we sure could have used you a couple of days ago on the sandbar, so welcome to the team. Name pending, based off the last one.
What, you don't want it to be named after some whores?
Well, the leader of the group, Yusin, considered eating after he died. Don't worry, he didn't. He kind of holds his hand up to Aerenduil.
Don't worry, not actual cannibals. Yeah.
Not yet.
Not ever.
One should not attempt to eat
one
enough.
hard winter away.
Yeah.
There's no meat on their bones.
We may be a motley crew, and perhaps some of our motivations and goals might not necessarily intersect, but I don't think there's anything wrong with us all grouping together and making our way forward in this world and hopefully achieving what we set out to, and perhaps you finding a way to save your people.
As I said, a rolling stone gathers no moss, and I have no home. I am an Usai Ka in order to help people and learn to control myself. I am at your service.
I'm pleased to meet you, Yusan. And he sits back to wait for his ale because he's pretty much out of cash, so he's thinking I better make the most of this.
Yeah, and Dexter kind of, he's like, well, if we are going to be traveling, we could use some more coin. What we took off the dead bodies, and he looks to Eredwin, that tried to ambush us, I will state, won't last us very long. There are inns to frequent and food to buy and traveling supplies. I don't know much about this, but I know that we will need to do so. I did see an opportunity to make some money.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Might as well take full advantage of, well, some of the badlands to the east. I'm sure we could find different things to make quite a bit of money around here until we prepare for our journey.
Well, it luckily is quite a bit closer than that. I did see a posting on the on the job board in town, and there was a posting for aid in clearing out some wolves from the Witherwood. It's a couple days away, I believe. I don't know what your kin know about it. As far as I know, it was once a elf home, but long abandoned, as many of them have been. And unfortunately, I suppose, humans are logging the perimeter of it, and these wolves have become a nuisance for them, and I believe they're offering gold to clear them out. Perhaps you all could take care of that and earn us some gold for our trips while I research where to go next.
Gold is gold. I will happily take down the offenders of nature so the humans can log it.
Such things I have done before. I would be glad to help.
Seems sad to drive animals from their homes so that they may be exploited, but, well, needs must. There is a greater good to serve.
Besides, if it was one of the homelands, maybe best find it before the humans do.
True. And, well, perhaps I can find a way to move the wolves on with fewer of them being killed than otherwise would happen. Or at least save some cubs or something. I don't know.
Well, you get that to remember their pelts are worth some money as well.
Yes, we need money.
Oh, cousin.
Well, you can be to it. Remember to gather supplies before you leave. I don't know the way, but I think you should see the sheriff. He's the one with all the details. That's what the board said, at least. And about that time, the ales come back, and Julia sits them down. She appears very busy. She just kind of drops them off and waves and gives a wink to Conrad and then Yusin and walks out.
Aerenduil takes a little handkerchief out of his pocket and uses it to kind of hold the outside of the bread so he doesn't have to touch it, and then he breaks the bread and scoops a little of the inside out and eats that. And then he's going to choke some of the ale down.
Oh, I'm sure her fingers were in that as well.
I do hope not. But,
I just imagine her putting her fingers in everybody's ale just randomly.
And she grabs them to pick them up.
She stirs it with her finger to actually make sure the goodness is distributed.
Yeah, gotta give it some flavor.
Little cream of Simeon guy.
Yeah.
Nay.
Oh.
Nay.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I guess we're gonna chase down some wolves, huh?
We gotta make some coin if we're going to go on an expedition.
Yeah.
We gotta buy it.
Raise funds somehow.
Gotta raise
right.
funds.
We're not doing a session of shopping, but so you will need the supplies to go, and I'll flip over to the map so you can see. It is not a difficult journey, but it's still a journey nonetheless. So you are here, and let me do one thing real quick. I want to.
I mean, the other thing for me is that, you know, if the Witherwood has got enough land in it for my people to maybe settle, that could be a huge advantage. So definitely interested in seeing more of it.
Yeah, you've heard of the Witherwood, but you don't really, and that's probably not even what you guys call it. You probably know it by the Witherwood, though, just because a lot of human vernacular has been used in this area, so you would know it's generally down here. So obviously it's this trip going by hexes 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes. That is 2 days walking. It's coastal plains, so not difficult travel. But the logging camp is here on the outskirts of the forest, and you will need to have some stuff. Things that you might want to buy offhand is, let me find that stuff. Where is the traveling stuff? Means of travel. So, no, that's not it. Where is that stuff? Okay, it's an under travel goods. So, important things. You're gonna need rations. You have no rations unless you just have them on your person. You might need. You don't need a map for this trip, but if you would go much further, you might need a map. Sleeping fur. Everyone needs a sleeping fur, probably. A tent is nice. So yeah, those are some things that you might want to consider buying.
Does Jenny count as a sleeping fur?
You could take her with you, sure.
She warms my flanks with her.
Yeah, everybody's slowed down by double with her there, trying to give everybody HJs the entire time.
So we can, we can get some stuff. It looks like food in the wilderness. You can replenish things even on the
you
journey.
can hunt. You can hunt.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's fishing, hunting, foraging, cooking. Those are bushcraft roles. There's hunting and fishing roles.
Yep, that is true.
I don't know who's skilled in that. I don't think it.
I'm pretty good at bushcraft and all right at hunting and fishing. Right? So
Yes, I think I got some good
So I think
bushcraft stuff.
maybe work on it. Maybe we should come up with some. Maybe. Are we going to go to the Witherwood tonight, or?
Yeah, you can start going there tonight.
I was just wondering because are we going to spend time like talking about this company we're forming?
That's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. I'm game.
I'm just going to go fight the wolves.
You can go to the Witherwood now. You could you can just role play. Whatever you want to do. It's completely up to you. We could break it off.
Making some money because I feel like we have to work together for a little bit first before we get that bond.
Yeah, I think also, I don't even have the money for the supplies to get to the Witherwood. So
yeah, somebody's gonna have to spot
I'd
you.
have to do something in town maybe if there's anything to.
Well, somebody can spot you. The only thing personally that rations and the sleeping fur are ideal, but
yeah.
We have some money.
Yeah, honestly, Sinehar would see his cousin hesitate when he talks about buying things and mentally noting it. That his cousin did a long journey and may not have much left, especially after dealing with humans and their greedy ways that Sinehar is fond of. But what does Erwin have?
So he's got one ration.
it's one
He
day.
doesn't have a sleeping fur. So
No one has sleeping furs.
We could try and hunt, but yeah, I don't know how much sleeping furs cost. I've got one
One
copper
gold.
left.
1 gold. Sleeping furs
Yeah,
are 1
gold.
gold. A small tent is 2 gold, and that accommodates 2 people. A large tent can accommodate 6 people, and it's 4 gold. Obviously, rations are 1 silver, and that's 1 day. 1 ration per 1 day.
So Sinehar will suggest things like, as he said in the group, perhaps we should, the bigger items we might need, perhaps maybe they have a large tent somewhere in the market. Perhaps we should pull some of that stuff together that we would use as a group and split the cost amongst us. I would say that a tent is ideal for traveling in the wilderness. It keeps the weather out for some of us who are not grateful for it.
I am embarrassed to admit that I have very little left. Just a solitary copper coin. The journey has been hard on my purse. A much longer journey than I anticipated. Well, I had little human coin when I left, and it has only just lasted until now.
Don't worry. Say no more, cousin. I will make sure you have what you need.
Thank you, cousin, and I will gladly pay you back as soon as I can.
Okay, what do you guys want to buy? Do you want to buy... So you have a decent amount of money between you currently.
We do.
So
I'd say we each get like a week's worth of rations, because it's two there and two back, and we probably spend a couple days maybe.
Yep, there it is. 2 days.
Then,
yep.
And I mean, in a pinch, we could also hunt fish and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can do some bushcraft and hunting to supplement it in case we take longer. But I would probably just do the basics for now: the bedroll, tent, and some food.
Bedrolls are each. The rations are each. We should get at least a fishing pole, hunting, and stuff like that. At least somebody should have one.
So let's start with this. You want a week's rations, correct? So that is for each of you. A week's rations would be... Where'd the rations go? So that would be a week's 7 silver each. If you're paying for Aerenduil, that's 14 for you, Sim. So if that's what you want to do, I'll quickly deduct that from everybody and just get moving here, and you can kind of discuss what else you want. Okay.
So he'll get the 2 weeks worth of rations and the sleeping for, because he doesn't. You don't have a sleeping for, right?
Not yet. You don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, he'll buy a sleeping for him as well.
Okay, so
thank you.
Him to 8. So field rations, you up to 8, and Cinderheart, you had 1 already.
How much do I owe?
0, because he's paying for you.
No, but how much do I owe him?
7 silver. 7 silver for that, and sleeping for 1. So 1 gold, 8 silver.
That's for the gold, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah. 1 gold, 8 silver, or 7 silver. Yeah.
7 silver. Okay.
So let's do 25, 29 minus. So you're buying your own self sleeping fur, Sim, I'm guessing?
No, I have one already.
Oh, you had one. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
I'll split a small tent with someone that can fit 2 people.
it makes more. I mean, it's more economical to do a big one, but that's
yeah, a
up to you
large
guys.
tent. That's what large tent is.
4. It's 4 gold.
4 gold,
Yeah. Mhm.
and it
fine.
fits 6 people.
Yep.
That's a
Alright.
good deal.
So 11 silver. So Sim, you're good on the sleeping fur and rations. So
Yeah, but
you're-
I'll throw gold into a tent as well, the large tent, if other
Okay.
people want to throw some in.
Yep, I'll throw in a gold.
get everybody else's rations. Oh, you had 3. So there's 10 there, and you want a sleeping fur, Conrad. Okay, inventory. So, all right, let's convert some of that. 29 to 20, 28, and 6 left. Okay, so field rations and sleeping fur for Conrad is done. Now let's get Yusan. You have
I'm gonna
no
go grab a
rations.
water real quick.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. So field rations. So 7 of those.
7 of those. Give me a blanket.
Sleeping fur, you mean? They do different things, right?
I saw the one that says like don't take the bane from
That's
cold
a
exposure.
sleeping fur. That's a sleeping fur.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I got
That.
that. So that's let me convert some coin for you. 29.
Do we have a fishing net?
Not yet.
So, sleeping fur required to avoid a bane for making camp. A blanket is one for the cold. Yeah, so okay.
Yeah, it is summer. It probably won't get super cold. You could get a blanket if you want. There's no reason you can't. Okay, one thing. Rations are all done. Sleeping furs are all done. You want to
I think I
split?
don't have my sleeping fur's not showing up.
Oh, let me throw it on your sheet. I might not.
This is our seed money. I say we buy all the stuff that we're going to use all the time. Just get it over with.
Yep, you can do that. That's fine too.
We got a field kitchen for 4 gold for cooking. We're gonna need something to carry all this stuff with too. If we.
Yeah, your
Go too far.
encumbrance. So, like for instance, I'm looking at Yusun's encumbrance. He's got 3.75 out of 9. Actually, Erdwin is over his encumbrance.
That's only because I've accidentally added an item.
Oh,
one.
Which one?
It's called new item.
Oh, okay. So you're at your thing. Okay, okay. So encumbrance does get pretty quick, high pretty quick. I mean, you could get like something like a donkey.
Get a
Stuff
cart
like
and a
that.
donkey.
Could.
Let's see with the donkey, 12 gold. A cart is 15 gold.
Yep. So that would be 25 gold, and then you could carry, technically, I don't know if that it's like additive, so I would say it's not. So basically you could carry 50 gold and then 2 people by the cart. But, I mean, that is probably not ideal in some situations, right? Like, could you take a donkey and a cart through the Witherwood if you had to go in? Probably not. So keep that stuff in mind, but, you know, but yeah, there's plenty of things you can get. You can buy a backpack, which will lower your encumbrance. You can. You might need a light source. You might need torches or lanterns or all that stuff. So keep it in mind. You tell me what you want. I'm just here to facilitate. You can get any kind of normal trade good here. That's not a problem.
Give me a fishing rod.
A fishing rod, gotcha. I'll get you a fishing rod.
Gotta get that. I unequipped my. I was just looking at my encumbrance and how it worked. I unequipped my unarmed attack, and now it's just like gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can probably drag something back on. Just give me a sec. Honey and fishing. You want a fishing rod, right? Fishing rod.
Yes.
You have a fishing rod. How much does that cost? Let's see. That is that a tool? What is that? Oh no, there it is. Fishing rod is 8 silver. So I will take it. 8 silver from you. 27, 17, 8. Okay, so you got your fishing rod.
I just added a backpack and deducted 3 gold for it.
Okay. And I don't know how it works on your sheet, but you should be able to put things in there.
Yeah, well, it just increases your max encumbrance.
Oh, okay.
So I'm at a 7 instead of 5.
Go. Okay, that works. Yep. That works. And you got a torch already. All right. There's some things. A wagon. You could buy a wagon. But
Yeah.
like I say, it's not going to be always an ideal to have that kind of stuff. Maybe in certain situations, for sure, if you're going super long
But
distances.
it looks like, I mean, this stuff isn't that expensive. Geez,
Yeah,
we
but
can buy a sailboat. We can buy a sailboat for 40 gold at some point.
Yep.
Oh, it only carries 6 people.
Well, that's about your max. That's about how many you'll have, I think.
So
No, you'll have
who's gonna
7.
who's gonna carry the tent?
Yeah, who wants to carry? Who's got the most encumbrance? Like,
Mine's 7 is the max.
Did you buy a backpack?
Mine's a 9.
Buy
Give me a
backpacks.
backpack. Give me a backpack, then a tent. And I can carry the tent
okay.
The large tent.
because my max encumbrance is 9.
And I think we're all chipping in a gold for the tent. Maybe we should.
I'll be the pack mule. Since
Where's the backpack at, Sim? Since you got it.
It's in
Containers?
containers for the items.
Okay.
And I'll delete 3 silver.
So if we spend 8 gold, we get a tent and a kitchen, field kitchen, right?
If you spend how much? Say that again.
8 gold. It's 4 and 4.
Why does when I click equip on backpack it does nothing? Why is that?
I don't know. Mine let me do it. It does. It's just a check mark, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't increase his max encumbrance.
It let me put.
Oh, it's on Conrad first of all. That's
Don't worry, we'll eventually be able to afford a donkey.
Did
Like I
that's
said,
gold one?
you don't put stuff in there. It just increases your encumbrance.
Right, but I'm just saying I put it on Conrad, but he's got it on there, but it did pull it up to 11. I see it at 11.
Yeah.
Yusan's buying one too.
Yeah, I thought that was who bought it. Did you want one, Conrad? A
Want
backpack?
what?
A backpack?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So that was backpack is how much? 3
3
gold.
gold.
3 gold.
Okay. All right,
Should
so
be
that's
24.
got that. I'll turn that on. I don't know why that's not increasing his encumbrance value though. Anyway, I guess we'll figure that out. Inventory.
You got it in inventory, right?
Yeah, it's right here. But it was 9 before. I wonder if it's because he's got chainmail, maybe. Oh, that's holy item. I don't understand. Dude, you know what?
I pull them right. If you pull them right out of the rules, where the rules are.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
But like, okay. Like if you put a check mark on like sleeping for it, lowers your encumbrance. I don't understand why.
Right. So if you have it equipped, they don't consider it encumbering you. So like if you hold your weapons, your encumbrance will actually go down, and if you store your weapons, it'll go up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what happens. And so I think they figure you have your sleeping fur out, sleeping on it. You're not encumbered by it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, my staff is like just for walking. It's just for style.
I still don't understand why Conrad's
figure-
encumbrance is not changing when I click on his backpack.
The backpack it changes your encumbrance once you put it in the inventory. It doesn't need to put it on.
It is
So
in
if
the
you slipped in
inventory.
Well, take it off of inventory.
Take it off, it'll go down.
You if you actually put it in there, then looked at it, you might have seen it only as with the backpack.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you said your encumbrance was 7, right? WP. Isn't that what you said before?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
7.
okay, so it's 9 now. Okay, so it is working. Okay. All right. Cool. So you have backpacks. You have a fishing rod. The only thing is a tent. You need a tent, so you want a
Tent in the
large
field
tent.
kitchen.
Yes. Okay, so bow. You're gonna carry it, right?
Yeah, I'll carry it.
All right, so a large tent.
And then that we chip it in gold for that. I don't know how many people we have. It sleeps 6 for the tent.
Yeah. Well, everybody in the company can pay. Dexter would pitch in his share. So I would say that how much is it?
2 gold apiece.
That might even be too much, right? Because I would say 1 gold. 1 gold for
All right.
yeah. Let's just do 1 gold. That makes sense.
All right,
Make it
I
easy.
deducted mine.
Deducted mine.
Where is the tent at? Is the question. Let's see, tent.
It is. Let's
Large
see
tent.
here.
I got it already. Okay. So large tent is in your inventory.
Ooh, that weighs 4. Ooh.
And then cooking. You wanted a cooking. Where is that?
It's a field kitchen.
Field kitchen.
Yeah, trade goods.
Kitchen. It's nice to be able to search. Field kitchen.
Give me the field kitchen.
That's right there. Oh, you're so close.
I have 0.25. So I have the club over one shoulder slung, and I'm using my staff to walk, and I have this like double-deckered hostile backpacker thing towering over my shoulders.
How much is the kitchen?
It's 4 gold.
Who wants to pay for that? You want to split it all with 1 again?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah. I thought
Everybody
we
did
did
that. Huh? No, that was the tent. So
Gotcha.
everybody for the tent and the field kitchen just deduct 2 gold if you.
That's good.
I
Doing
haven't
both bushcraft rolls for cooking.
I haven't touched anybody's gold for that. So please remove 2 gold. Actually, Sim, you need to do 4.
Um,
yeah.
You've been incrementally decreasing yours like I have, so you're probably good.
Yeah, I just deducted 2 more.
Okay.
You forgot you had to pay for your cuz.
I don't remember if we need water with us or anything.
I don't think that. I think that goes with rations. I think that's all combined.
Okay.
Now, you might want to consider light sources.
What?
Torches,
We
lanterns.
have torches. I have magic trick light.
Okay,
I have
so
flint and tinder.
maybe you don't need it then.
We have torches, fire, a high bushcraft, and I can make a light happen. I think that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just looking at.
Well,
your-
unless I'm not playing.
So it burns up to 1 shift time, D6 stretch. All right.
Well, you'll be back.
mean-
You'll be back by. You'll be back to town. So you can get if other people want to get light sources, they can. But
What
it
about
is
some
almost.
perfume
It
for
is
the
almost. We're almost at 2 hours already. So, maybe we should not start out.
Yeah.
10 doses of perfume is 5
You
gold.
need it. You need it.
I don't think they sell perfume in Floodmere.
I'm gonna pick up a where did I see it at? I'm gonna pick up a quill and ink because I don't have one, and if I want to write stuff down in my grimoire there, I'm gonna need one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna cost me 10 gold.
Oof. Okay.
It's uncommon, so would they even have it?
Roll 1d6 on a 5 or a 6. They do have it. No, they don't have one here.
All right.
There's like other things like rope wouldn't be bad to have.
I'll get in a blanket as well. A blanket is different than a sleeping fur.
It is. It's only for like very cold.
Yeah.
But
I guess
yeah.
I don't need it yet.
You guys can. I mean, the thing is, I don't think you can carry it. You're like maxed out as far as weight goes.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. For
So
long
we-
journeys, you're clearly going to need some sort of beast of burden to help.
What do we have bandages? Does anybody have bandages?
Yeah, you need. Yes, that's another thing. If you're using the healing skill, you get a bane without those bandages, so you might want to grab those. Whoever's healing.
Yeah. I think a lot of us should just keep him on us.
Yeah,
Don't
just
any healing skill at all.
well, you get 10, so I would just throw it on
My
anybody.
healing is 12.
That's pretty good.
Mine's 14.
That's really good.
So he'll Sinhar will buy a pack of bandages for 5 silver and make sure it goes into his cousin's backpack
Okay, just deduct the
or bag.
Yeah, deduct that money and I'll give it to Aerenduil.
You don't have a backpack yet, do you? I'm gonna get him.
I don't.
I'm gonna buy him a backpack as well.
He doesn't like to say it because he just feels like he's sponging at this point.
I guess
So
a
he's just going to
backpack.
become really quiet.
Yusan will pay for his backpack as his personal growth arc
Oh,
as he
that's
learns
nice.
to be more mature.
There you go.
Backpack.
Hey. Cute.
All
So
Backpack.
throw
How
some
much is that? I'll remove
3
my-
gold.
3 gold. Okay. Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm getting low. I'm getting low.
It's going quick, ain't it?
Bandages.
I
Bandages
cast-
have been
I cast-
added.
I'll cast wand to side eye like.
So
secretly
who's
sent
paying
it.
for the bandages? 5 silver for
I
the
did.
bandages.
I
Okay.
did.
like
Make sure you go in Juan's backpack.
They're in there. Yep.
You're on a bad date.
you.
The drinks are $18 a piece.
Yeah.
Very pissed off at the end of the night, let me tell you.
He's like, God damn, my cousin, my worthless cousin with no money showed up. He's gonna be sleeping on my
Right.
couch forever.
Oh, that one family member.
Cousin Eddie. Cousin Eddie.
Yeah, exactly. Shitter's full.
Oh,
Comes in the RV, the water whale, right?
Right?
I guess-
Ain't she a beaut?
I guess one thing I can do that won't make anything like the amount of money I need, but just enough to, if I can make a few coppers so I don't have to keep borrowing money just for a bread or anything, is if I can go out around town, I'm going to offer to repair and clean people's clothes for them instantly with magic, and charge them like
that's
a
good.
copper or something.
So with your
good
hair,
business
with your
there.
hairdo, that might be possible. Why don't you give me a let's see.
Buy some perfume. It'll boost your charisma.
Man, you don't have very good skills for this though. Damn. I guess with a boon, go ahead and make a persuasion skill check, or a bartering. They're the same. This is up to you, but
Maybe there's someone who can go with me. I don't know.
yeah, maybe there's somebody to do the talking for you. None of you guys are very good at persuasion, but
No, I'm not. Because we tried rolling them. I tried rolling mine yesterday.
I could intimidate them into working for you.
No. You only get a
Okay, I'll
boon,
do it with a
Erwin,
boon.
if you do it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll try it.
My friend needs to business. He's down on his luck.
Let him clean your clothes.
Let him clean your clothes.
Does it? I mean, if I only charge a copper, can you chuck me another boon for the novelty and the good price for magic?
Sure, a
Go
copper.
on.
You don't have any money.
Thanks.
At this rate, you'll have enough for a beer by the time you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll. I guess it's a copper. So you did succeed. So roll 1d10. That's how many coppers you get.
Cool.
One person agrees. One person. Now you have 2 coppers. You spend one shift, so 6 hours, trying to do this. You let's say you agreed to set out the next day because it's midday. So you spend 6 hours trying to get people to clean their clothes, and one person agrees. You make 1 copper in 6 hours.
Yeah, wow, this
here's what
it's way harder than
here's what I
thought.
want to do. If I make this willpower test, I want to do something nice. But if I fail the willpower test, I'm just going to be a douche to him and make fun of him not making money.
Okay. You succeed.
So I see him. You know, Yusan is a very happy, go lucky, but doesn't know his strength type of fellow, and he's eating some sort of giant piece of meat off the bone out outside the inn, and he sees this elf out there just pouring himself out. And he's a little drunk at the time, and so he narrows his eyes, and he goes, Is that, what's your name again? Elch?
Read it. It says.
Edmund!
It says.
Come here, son. Look at me. I'm drunk. Julia rubbed up against me in the inn. I'm smelling bad again. Can you fix me up, kind elf?
Rubbed up against him, he says.
Yeah. He says, of course I can, you son. And as a thank you for that wonderful backpack. And he'll just cast it. He won't accept any money for it. He's going to cast it on him.
Okay, fine. Walk away.
Yeah.
I will use magic trick, fetch, send, and stick two gold into his pocket as he leaves.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's see if he notices. Do a stealth check. Oh, you cast fetch, actually. Well, actually, so do an awareness check then, Erdwin.
Okay.
No.
Ah,
Aha.
he's a charitable man.
Yeah, you don't notice. You will notice later when you're getting ready to go to sleep that you have randomly 2 gold in your pocket.
Wow. Okay. Thanks.
Where
bud.
did that come from?
Yeah. It's like, feeling very dispirited at the end of the day, and he notices that, and it's like, wow, did the stars shine on me? What is this? Some kind stranger? He starts to feel a bit better about the world.
That's how I felt when I bought Wanda beer in Columbus. I did a good deed. He looked down on his luck.
Cinderheart, sometime that night, Jenny approaches you. She's very drunk, and she says, good elf, I've decided I must find the imposter, the coal imposter, so I can bring him to justice. I must do this, so I think our ways will be parted, if that is not what you're looking to do.
Of course it is something that we would look to do. I don't take being betrayed lightly. After all, it was the dwarf possibly as well was in on it.
Yes. Him
But-
too.
If you give me your patience and you join us, it is on the list of things to do. I reckon we will come across him eventually, or we'll get to the point where I'll seek him out, and you can join me in that endeavor.
Well, maybe I don't know. It can't take too long. I want to be the one that slits his throat in this world. He might just end up dying from some stupidity, like shitting his brains out, or going with Julia Fatbottom and having his dangle fall off.
Yes, that is the risk we take. But believe me, everybody's going to want a piece of him, but the rate is yours. To slit his throat if we capture him. We won't take him prisoner. He is not worth it. But if you feel like we are at odds of your time frame, I do understand.
Fine. I throw my lot in with you for equal share of the booty.
Yes, no, that is fine. After all, you have proven you're capable of having my side there. I would be glad to have you do it again.
My knives are yours. Just know, if it's taking too long, I'll let you know. But eventually, we gotta go find him.
We shall. We shall. And he'll offer more just cold, kind words. about her brother again. He was a good fighter, you know.
She kind of waves it off. Not good enough. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to go relieve myself before I piss myself and pass out.
Well, just be careful of Miss Fatbottom out there. Don't give her any coin for anything.
I don't plan to. We're heading out in the morning. I overheard talk about wolves or something.
Yes. Wolves and perhaps some other adventure along the way. You know how it goes.
Well, I'm in for my share. She
You still have
nods.
it.
And she turns and kind of stumbles off back towards the inn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Cinderheart knows her desire for revenge, and but he wants her to have it as well because he doesn't like being betrayed. And then he might be able to answer. Maybe he has some more information on some relics, or perhaps he can answer the question of what happened to the old elf. What was his?
Cut.
I can't remember his name.
Cut something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Cut was his first name. Cut.
Yep.
Cut crow's feet.
Yes.
Crow's
Yeah.
foot.
There you go. So, yeah, Dexter wouldn't have any idea about that. Yeah, so just housekeeping-wise, so there's 6 of you, including Bastion. You will only get paid on adventures that you go on, so if Bastion isn't there, he's not going to get paid for it, for instance. But an equal share of everyone is 7, actually. Dexter is marginal, so everyone would just have to pay for his lodgings and food. You have if you're a full group, there's 7 of you, which is too much for the tent. So you might eventually have to buy another one if you want everyone to have a tent. So Dexter will just take enough to feed him every day, that's basically a silver every day, and lodgings when necessary. So keep that in mind. He is not going out with you on this one, though. He has no reason to go and fight wolves. That's not going to be helpful for anyone. So
I bought a staff.
That's
Deducted
fine.
the silver for it.
That's fine. You have a staff. All right. If there's any other things you want to buy, go ahead and pull them off there. Just let me know, just so I know. And I think unless you guys have any other things to talk about, we can probably end it now. And then next time you'll begin your journey to the Witherwood and see what happens.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks very much.
All right. Thanks, everybody. And